Why to-do list doesn't work? Okay, let me ask you this question. What is a to-do list? Well, I think it's obvious enough that a to-do list is a way of outlining all activities you have to do over a certain period of time. When people start making to-do lists, they organize all the activities that need to be done, and they are more likely to procrastinate. Why? That's because you're going to see that you have a lot of work ahead of you when you make this to-do list in order to finish a project or something that requires a sequence of steps to get it done. What humans usually do when they see a lot of stuff coming along the way, a lot of demands, a lot of work and this kind of stuff, if it's really a lot, our mind cannot cope with everything and we escape in doing something else, like other unproductive activities that waste even more time. It is important to understand that a to-do list is just a tool that is designed to organize your tasks and activities, but it doesn't mean they are done or finished. Action is required to eliminate tasks and activities from that to-do list. Okay? The reason why to-do lists don't work is because it takes time to make them, and also, as I already mentioned, we usually procrastinate when we see a big pile of work in front of us, and this is what to-do list emphasizes on: more work. The bigger the lists of the things you have to do, the more work involves, and therefore, in our mind, this perception of having a lot of work to do is causing us to procrastinate subconsciously. So what to do about it? Set a not to-do list. Okay? In this not to-do list, you're going to write down all the things that you're not going to consider, because from previous experience, those activities didn't help you in any way. You have to sit down and think here for a couple of minutes and identify those things you should not be doing. It also can be related to a certain time of the day. Let me give you an example. You may outline activities you don't have to do only in the morning, or you can make another list where you may outline the activities that you don't have to do only at night. This is especially helpful if you know at which parts of the day you perform at your best. If you work at your best in the morning, you may want to outline the not to do list with all unproductive activities for that particular time. When you set this not to do list as a personal rule and keep all the promises to yourself, you're going to be much more productive at your work, because the not to do list is going to help you to set a commitment of postponing all the unproductive activities throughout the day. Let me give you a specific example to emphasize what I mean by this not to do list. I work at my best usually in the morning, and this is when I'm fresh and there are not likely to be any interruptions around me at this particular time. At night, before I go to bed, I outline all the unproductive activities I don't have to do in the morning or as I wake up that are going to steal my attention and energy. On my not to do list at night, I'm going to usually write down, okay, no email checks, no social media stats, not drinking coffee in the morning because I don't like too much caffeine, not smoking in the morning, not browsing to specific websites in the morning that may get me sidetracked from my work, and not going shopping with friends in the morning, and so on. When I write down on a piece of paper those not to do activities, I can now focus on what's important and do just that until they're complete. You have to identify those activities that can bring the highest return on investment out of your time, as well as all the activities that can keep you unproductive. When you commit to yourself and write them down on a piece of paper, all the things you should not be doing in that particular time frame, you're going to have more control over your productive working habits and eventually get things done much faster. Try it out. See how it goes. I'm going to show you a technique on how to get at least 2 extra hours today. Simply visit my blog at doubletimetoday.com. That is doubletimetoday.com, where you're going to see a video on how to do it. That's it. Thanks for stopping by.